Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL. It is December 15th and we are on Thursday, but this is Wednesday's show. Been really super busy with a lot of stuff, and you guys know I always promise to get these out to you before my head ever hits the pillow. So let me share with you that QR code at the top right of the screen. If you're new, simply open your camera and point that camera app to the QR code, hit the yellow ellipse, and you'll be greeted with my link tree with lots of great information to improve the quality of your life and everyone else that you care so very much about. All right. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for watching my show. And, we're celebrating a birthday very soon. So I'm getting really excited for that birthday. But listen, really thank you for popping in and watching this and making the choice to apply this to your life. And if you're coming back, welcome back, my friends, colleagues, and wonderful associates. I appreciate you for your support and all the years you've been watching me on all my other programs and for supporting me now close to a year on this brand new program, IFYL. By the way, John is now the voice of Chicago radio with Transistor Radio every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6:30 to 7, and Tuesday and Thursdays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern. You definitely want to check out my show, Inspirations for Your Life, Drive Time Radio. All right. And so we have a great topic for you today. You know what the topic is, don't you? Well, here it is, everyone. Oh, and welcome to those that are watching us on a replay. I do appreciate you guys because, whatever you watch, whether it's at night, the morning, the evening, doesn't matter. What's right for you is when the information will be presented. And our master topic, using the word goodbye. I was talking to a colleague today about this, and we were just explaining the fact that, goodbye is not nasty. Goodbye is something we do to preserve our own well being in life. That's right. I said to preserve our own well being in life. You might say to me, hey, John, well, how can that be good? Well, it is good because here's what happens. You see, when you take care, when you love, when you appreciate yourself, that's when you're able to do so many great things, things that other people be like, huh? How'd that happen? And, saying goodbye is actually the difference between you becoming a success and you hoping to be a success. Why? Well, because a lot of people in your life will try to get in your way and stop you from trying to be a success. Now, that sounds crazy, but people do this. They're jealous, they're envious. There's lots of different reasons. And so I think it's important to really understand that, okay? Really understand that. And I think you'll hopefully appreciate, what that means because understanding your life and knowing what it means, I think is like really, really paramount. Okay. And so I want you to just understand for a moment that making a choice to say goodbye is a way for you to get your energy back. It's a way for you to show yourself to say, hey, self, I respect you. I care about you. And I'm not going to let other people treat me like a doormat. Doormat. What is a doormat? Well, that's a great question. It's a mat people stomp their feet on all day long. But if I asked you the difference between the word goodbye and hello, what would you say to me? Well, one word is great to see you, right? It's an intent to say goodbye and hello with gratitude. That should be your mission. But when somebody says hello, goodbye, they basically are telling you, hey, they're not interested in a conversation with you. They're trying to be polite with you, but they're really not wanting to open up a conversation or even to get to know you. Now, you might say to me, John, why will people go through all that stupidity? Why would somebody do that? And I think the reason that they would do that is very interesting. It's very simple. They don't necessarily know why they're acting that way. Maybe they're being, can we say, childish? We could. And so if we say somebody is childish, then that means that they're just out for themselves. Hmm, that's a very interesting thing. They're out for themselves. So they don't really care about anything else, but they're out for themselves. And by being out for themselves, they feel they can do whatever they want. Whatever they want. I mean, whatever they want, right? I think it comes down to something very special. And that is knowing that you know. John, what are you talking about? Well, when you know that you know, other people seem to want to flock to you. Have you ever noticed that? It's like, how do I explain this in a simple way? Well, if you ever put a kettle of tea on, I know we don't do this much anymore because we have Insta Hot and we have all kinds of other ways to get hot water. But when you put a tea kettle on the stove and you used to put water in it, and then you turn the gas on or the electric on, and it would take a while for that kettle to boil. But when that kettle boiled, you would notice that from the steam coming out, it actually would cause it to whistle. And that meant that it had boiled and it was time to turn off, the teapot. Hmm. If our lives had just a shudder of that bristled enthusiasm, that's what I'm going to call it, bristled enthusiasm. Okay. That could be the difference of us moving a mountain, or, well, I'll find something very, very small here. Moving a tiny, if you guys can see it here, a tiny pebble. Okay. And so an attitude is the difference between success and failure. Now, I've said to you before that failure isn't failure unless you've quit, right? Because we're always learning, we're always getting better. I had someone today, I'm not going to name their name, but I was somewhere today and the other person was just trying to one up me. And I just didn't really say anything about it. I didn't try to impress them because you know what? I frankly didn't care. And when somebody has to push that they're so much better, that there's so much of this, chances are they're probably not. Now, the word goodbye can be used in a lot of different contexts. If somebody is just browbeating you or somebody's just abusing you, then it's a good way to say goodbye. But there's different ways to say goodbye. You could say goodbye. You could say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Or the classic one I like is goodbye or goodbye. So what's the difference? So if you are in a situation it's not going the way you want and someone is abusing you or somebody's just not treating you properly, you can try to get that person to kowtow, but you don't really want to waste your effort because you shouldn't have to make anybody do anything or be anything. And if you do, chances are it's going to be short lived, and that person is not going to be someone that is going to be consistent with that behavior. Hmm. You might have heard the phrase walks like a duck, sounds like a duck, looks like a duck. It's probably a duck. It is a duck. People today want to feel very important. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think the problem comes when they put other people down. So, using the word goodbye is a great way for you to show self love to yourself. It's a great way for you to really deflect things that could make you feel bad. I've said this before, ladies and gentlemen. No one has the right. No one has the right to make you feel inferior about yourself except for who? You. You're the only one. So don't let other people get all up in your stuff. Don't let people aggravate you. You know, when you accept that and when you buy into it, you get all charged and they push your buttons and they keep pushing and pushing and pushing because they feel they've won. But really, they've manipulated you. And you are so attached to the situation, you can't detach. And that means that you want to fight. Don't fight. Just leave. Just say goodbye. I remember talking to a potential client, and their rate was very, very low for our services. And so I had given them a discount already. And then they said, John, well, we're giving you so many contracts. Can you go a little bit lower? So I gave the final price I was going to give. And they said, oh, I was really hoping it can go lower. And I said, you know what? Goodbye. And then they called me back. And I said, I'm not interested in doing this for any less than this. So if that's not in your cards, I'll just politely say goodbye. And I think when somebody knows you're not going to budge, that's when they go away. You see, if you give in one time and they know you give in, guess what's going to happen? They're going to just abuse you every single time. Oh, I can always get this guy lower. I always can get him lower. I can get him to do whatever I want. Yes, you can. But what if you, as the person, was able to sense that and know your value and your worth? Now, people say to me, John, how do you get $1 million? Well, first thing you have to realize is you have to believe you're worth $1 million or more. See, if you don't believe you have that worth, guess what? You're never going to achieve more than pennies in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this amazing evening as we've gone into the curtails of Thursday morning. I hope you'll like, love, and support the channel. Definitely comment below. Tell your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then be sure to go to my YouTube channel, John Space, E Space, M-O-R-L-E, Y Space, Serial Entrepreneur. Look for that key phrase to help keep our content free. Make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I, save a cup of coffee, a nice dessert, or a fresh bowl of fruit. Either way, we will be very grateful for those pennies and dollars you invest into us. We'll put that into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, empowered, motivational content to change your life if you really want to. I'll see you guys a little later tonight. Take care, everyone.